It's that time of year again when we're thinking about the upcoming season and possibly tinkering a little in preparation. But what do we need to consider when it comes to checking our safety equipment? Well, the first job that is often overlooked is to label our floating equipment and items on board with the boat's name. It often needs to be redone because the name fades over time, and it's really helpful for the rescue services. It's often known for a horseshoe to be lost overboard, and it really helps the rescue services to know that they're not looking for a person that could have been holding on to that item, but literally they're just recovering the horseshoe lost from a vessel because its name is on there. So real top tip, label any floating equipment with your boat's name. Exposure to UV can also degrade bungee and lashings, so these need to be checked and replaced each year. These could be at the end of your guard wires or possibly securing equipment in place. But let's just remember, if we're securing our horseshoe so we don't lose it over the side, have we secured it so secure that we can't deploy it in an emergency? Have a check, because the last thing you want to do is need your horseshoe in an emergency and you then learn you need a knife to free it from the boat. So when you're checking, cover all bases. The pre-season time is also a really valuable time to get equipment serviced and checked, such as your life rafts. You also need to check your expiry dates on your flares and make sure they are still remaining in date. And I would suggest you also pop a heavy-duty gardening glove in the top of your watertight container with your flares, so that should you need to handle them, you've got gloves and protection and you can do so safely. Life jackets is another one. Ideally, these should be professionally serviced annually. But if this isn't possible or time is a little short, as a minimum, you need to inflate your life jackets and leave them inflated for 24 hours. If any over this time deflate at all, then you should possibly look at replacing them. You then need to check the crutch straps, the whistles, the lights, and make sure that you've got tethers available for the number that you carry on your boat. Go through your through-hole fittings and make sure each one has a softwood plug that's the right size in the right place. These often get lost or moved around the boat over a season, so it's nice to start the season with everything where it should be. Check your stern glands, check your propellers, do your engine checks and your oil checks. That way you know with confidence that your first outing will be successful and not end in catastrophe. If you want any advice on any of these things about checks and things to do at the start of the season, please don't hesitate to contact us here at Ocean Safety and we would love to help you. After all, we want you to enjoy your season with confidence.